What up, YouTube? I am your host, Marcus Maxey over here, Thomas Razor right here, and we are back with another reaction video.
Yeah.
And in this video, we got Fresh and Fit, and they are talking about. So they're gonna be talking to a guy. I don't know his name yet. Most men have been priced out of the sexual marketplace, which I totally agree with the title. And we're going to see what they have to say about that. Then we'll have our remarks and how we feel about it. Y'all can have y'all remarks and y'all can drop it down in the comment section. So your questions, comments, and concerns, leave it down in the comment section below. If y'all want to see the original video, make sure you look down in that description box below and press that like button to run up that YouTube algorithm. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. Right up top there, you can see it. Subscribe to this channel. So, Marcus, how you doing today?
Feeling good. I'm feeling good. But this drink I'm on make me slow down a lot.
Oh, me. Same way. I feel the same.
Today's a special day, though, isn't it?
Today is a special day. Yes. Today is a special day. It is my birthday. Yeah, that's where he's aiming at, guys. But today's a special day, so we're going to get to it. And we're going to turn this live up.
Already.
And we're going to go crazy. So without further ado, before we get into that, let us go here first. If you're on this YouTube channel and you've already subscribed to this channel, make sure you press that notification button so you can get the next video. Press that like button to run up that YouTube algorithm. And make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. And now let's get into this video.
Yeah.
Alright.
So tell us a little bit about the dating marketplace. You're very good with the ladies. Can you tell us, I guess, in a snapshot, how dating has changed in your, short existence of 3+ decades?
Yeah, no, in my lifetime, it's changed absolutely massively. It's a lot more men have been priced out of the sexual marketplace. It like 100% priced out of the sexual marketplace, and that is the actual correct term to use. And I touched on this earlier, but I'm going to expand on this. As I was saying, if a girl from a small village in Ukraine somewhere 20 years ago would marry the other guy from the small village in Ukraine,
Caesar,
family, and starting a family with that guy, she's now been getting hit up by Saudi sheikhs, people like me, people like you, getting flown out to Miami, and certainly invited out to Miami. So women have higher standards. I would actually say unrealistic standards when it comes to the normal man, because you'll be a normal guy out there working a normal job, and you could maybe provide for a woman and provide for a household, and you're a good-looking guy and you stay in shape. But women have developed unrealistic expectations because they believe that all these high-value men are all into them. What they don't understand is the high-value men are messaging every single girl with a blue tick and a nice ass. so they think, I don't need to date this guy because, this blue checkmark millionaire is in my inbox. But that blue checkmark millionaire isn't going to marry you and isn't going to provide for you and actually care for you 99% of the time. So women's expectations have gone out of control. Men have been priced out of the sexual marketplace, but also men have become much more timid. Yes. They've become timid because real-life interaction has become the secondary way of communication. I communicate with almost everyone I know, besides my brother, much more virtually and digitally than I ever do in real life. So what's happened is this. I touched on this, and I actually came to the conclusion back when I used to run my streaming studio. And people would say, like, who's the core base of your customers? Is it like old men with money, creepy old men? Who'd you guess? Overweight men? No, it's young men all the time. It's 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old men, because men of our generation, and we're just half a generation older than these people. We used to, like a girl, you go out to the bar, fucking risk rejection, walk over there, introduce yourself. You had to do the in real life interaction. And so many men are completely terrified by that nowadays because they've never ever done it. If they used to like a girl in school, they wouldn't tell her they liked her. If they would, the first girlfriends who they met when they were 17, 18, 19, it was Tinder, swiping. They never had to do that in real life interaction. So they're not just priced out. The skill set isn't there for young men to date beautiful women anymore. Nobody thinks, oh, I need to find some a beautiful girl. Let me, get dressed up in a nice suit, go to the coolest spot in town, drive my car, look for one, find one. They think, oh, well, maybe they're on Bumble and Tinder, and the best girls aren't on those apps. Let me tell you. So yeah, it's a massive lack of talent in men as well. So I think a smaller percentage of men are getting a greater percentage of women than ever before. And, you know, it's nice to be at the top of that. It is nice to be at the top. I think everything that happened in my life happened at exactly the right time. I've aged perfectly with how technology has changed and how the dating market has changed, because, you know, it was great for me when I was 18. I could meet a beautiful 18-year-old when Instagram didn't exist, because I used to go kickboxing a bit and I had a vehicle to drive around in, but that would not cut it for an 18-year-old nowadays. So yeah, you know, men need to up their game if they want to have a seat at the top, but the seat at the top is far more pleasant than it ever was.
So
Competition's high.
no, absolutely. And when we talked about this at lunch yesterday, Tristan, with as far as like men and women and prostitution, everything else like
Yeah,
that, and the
OnlyFans.
webcamming, and we talked about how like a large portion of the webcam girls, their clientele came from like the lower tiers of men, and what's happening is that the quality of the women has been going down.
Yeah.
Simultaneously, as long as with the guys as well not being able to have access to
Oh,
women.
yeah.
Very interesting point. Can you expand on that?
Well, that's another thing. I think for all of human history, there's always been a fallback for men. There's always been a fallback, and that fallback was always prostitution. Nowadays, it's pornography, webcam interaction, OnlyFans. But what's happening nowadays is so many high value men exist there in the world with access to the most beautiful women in the world. No, it's very, very unlikely a real 10 out of 10 beauty queen at 18, 19 years of age, growing up in I don't know, let's say in Paris, thinks, you know what, I'm going to go and shoot porn and get fucked for money. That was the thing that they would actually think 20 years ago. Oh, maybe I can get to America, shoot porn, make it big, you know, sell enough VHS tapes, whatever it is. But the quality of webcam models, and I know this from being in the industry, has gone so far downhill in the last few years, and they've become so much uglier because beautiful women don't need to do that anymore. If you're a beautiful woman, you don't want to sit on a camera 8 hours a day. What you need to do is post a few Instagram pictures. As your Instagram pictures go up, you now get invited to the yachts, the parties, the jets, and you get to live the lifestyle that you previously would have had to work for. So the fallback, the safety net for the men who don't want to do the work and, you know, and still want to sleep with beautiful women, the holes in the net are getting wider and wider and wider because fewer women are turning to prostitution. Fewer women who are actually beautiful are turning to porn, becoming webcam models. So the interaction with these women, even paid, it just doesn't exist anymore. The 10 out of 10 girls who want to be escorts from Russia or whatever, and they do exist, they're in Saudi Arabia getting paid 10 grand a night from a sheikh. They're not going to be standing on the side of the road in Atlanta hoping some John picks them up for $50. That does not exist anymore. If you were to drive down those streets in places like Atlanta, I'd imagine the girls will look horrendous. Not that I'd ever do that. So yeah. So it's not just that it's getting harder to be the man. It's getting harder to be not the man, because you don't even have the safety net of being able to pay $100 to sleep with a beautiful woman. So yeah, it really, really sucks to be most people in the world right now. But
facts. Let's pause it there. Okay, he jumped it off already, and I totally agree. Like he said, all the social media, like not social media, all the pornography sites like OnlyFans and porn sites, and the girls ain't cute no more. It's just a bunch of females. Like,
It's just a bunch of girls in general.
yeah, you run into some cute ones every now and then, but for the most part, the majority, it's like you got a bunch of ugly girls that ain't got confidence to take their clothes off and fuck for money. It has definitely dropped in value for sure. And like he said back in the day, where you had to actually walk up to a girl, talk to a girl, introduce yourself to a girl, and get that girl to like you just by speaking to her in person. These young boys are timid. They don't have that. They don't have that in them. They'll stand off to the side and wait for a girl to come talk to them. And it's like, bro, you letting that girl have more balls than you?
And she already set the precedence for the relationship when she comes. Well,
Okay.
not necessarily.
But this is my thing.
The thing is, if you hesitate, then she set the precedence. But if she sees you and you don't notice her and she approaches, cool. But if you looking at her for like damn near half an hour and stuff, that's when we have the issue, because she sets the precedence because she had the balls to come up to you.
Right, like, and that's normally how it is. It's not no. They'll play like they ain't seen them on. Oh, I ain't seen Shorty all night. She just walked up to me. Bullshit. You been staring at that girl for the past hour and a half, and we seen you. You ain't even paying attention to the conversation we've been having.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you just panicking. You don't want to go talk to her because you scared to get denied. You scared that she gonna deny you. You know, like I know, you came up in a time these phones didn't have all this social website dating stuff. You didn't have that.
They didn't have a phone back then. It was the pager, bro.
Yeah, the two-way pager. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we moved into the side.
phones.
You know what I'm saying? And a flip phone type stuff, but we ain't have that. You know, we just got it. We just
phone and sweet talk their moms.
Exactly. We just got into the text messaging. Like back at that time, text messaging just became a thing because that's when the two-way pagers came out where you can text back and forth. And you couldn't. It couldn't be long text. It had to be short text. You couldn't do long text.
And they charge you both ways. They charge you sending and the text you receive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So even then, you
might be high, but me purposely, I used to pick up more girls in the fall. One, because it's cuffing season and they trying to look for somebody to cuddle with. Two, because I would get sick at the time and I would have mucus built up. And you know when you got mucus built up, your voice sound deep. So that's like, I would literally be on the phone caking with this fake deep voice, bro. Like, I don't know about you, but man, my voice got stupid deep.
For me, and that's just, I didn't have bad allergies, so I didn't have a lot of mucus build up, but
you're lucky.
Yeah, what can I say? I didn't have a lot of issues with allergens and stuff like that, but you just had to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? You just had to put in that work. Even now, that's just me. That's who I am. I prefer to speak to you in person. I'm not gonna do all this over the phone crap with you. None of that mess. If I see you in person, I see you. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
So they have more. It's a science not a science, but it's a study that's been proven that says you're more likely to last with somebody that you meet in person
than you meet
online or a distance relationship. That's why I don't get why these people start these distance relationships. Yep. It's like, okay, she's bad, she's far away, cool. I'm gonna bring her out, I'm gonna smash, and we gonna be cut buddies.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not about to jump into a relationship because that's a terrible idea. Because it's always another guy. Just like with us, it's always gonna be another girl unless you're married. You know what I mean? So you just have to have that competitive mindset. And if the person's far away, how are you gonna compete? You can't compete where you don't compare.
Right.
So you can't pull up. The other guy can pull up.
He can pull up. Hell, he can pull up way more than you can because he lived it. You don't.
Exactly. Just like you got some on the side, she got some on the side. Let's be honest here. We all adults. We all grown. Let's get the mysteries out. But that interaction is crazy. We just had with our generation, we just had more interactions where we're forced to actually talk to the girl versus now they don't even know manners, courtesy, table etiquette when they're eating. It's wild out here, bro. You don't know what you're about to get. Nope. It is crazy.
Yeah,
a little young guy I was mentoring, he didn't even know how to ask the girl out on a date. He was like, yeah, she cold. I want to talk to her. I was like, then go talk to her. Y'all on the same track team. Y'all see each other every day.
Yeah.
All you have to do is talk about something normal.
Yeah.
Look, you know what? I got on some dirty shoes today.
Yeah.
Talk about, because I was out there running with him. I was like, bro, go over there and make fun of my shoes with her. He's like, that's not going to work. Do it.
How do you know it's not going to work if you ain't tried yet?
He did that, and he got her number, and they went to prom together that same year. Bro, it's not hard.
At all.
I was like, I will take it for you. I'm not here to impress anybody. I just got done running with y'all and teaching y'all what to do.
And I think it's so much easier. Talking in person is so much easier than over the phone. First off, I can feel your vibe.
Too.
Yeah, I can feel your vibe. I know if you're feeling me or not just from how you speak. You know what I'm saying? Your tones is different. The way you talk is different. I can know if you're being sarcastic or not. I know so much more in person than over the phone. That's why, bro, over the phone stuff, man, that's for the birds. I ain't doing that.
I ain't mention everything. And a little hack for y'all, I swear, man, we might end up releasing a course or something for y'all. But a little hack on these apps and stuff. Send voice messages, and then pull them off the app to your phone as soon as possible. So you're not just another number. You're more exclusive. Right. You have to get a personality in there because, you said.
You know what? Hold that. We're going to make a whole nother video for that. We ain't going to give that all out in this. We're going to make a whole nother video for that. Whole nother video for that. We're going to make a how-to video for that right there that you speaking of. Yeah, hold that. Hold that. We're going to let old buddy finish what he talking.
Oh, yeah.
It is better to be a high-value man. And mine and my brother's message of saying, improve yourself, get smarter, get fitter, get stronger,
100%.
dress better, fucking drive a nicer car, earn more money. When I'm saying that to young men, it's because I feel that is now necessary in this world to live a really great life. You can live a life worth living without some of those things, but to live a really great life, you really do need it.
That's a good point you brought up, because matter of fact, they don't have to do anything that they don't want to do. They just post a picture, post a video online.
Absolutely.
And people hit them up. And it's funny because it could be an average girl, bro. An average girl, not even a baddie.
Yeah.
Get flown out, get taken care of. And we know people in Miami, of course, that they come on social media, they're not even that bad or average. Guys actually take care of them and become their sugar daddies. So it's like the world has changed, guys. And if you're not up to that level, you're gonna lose. It's what it is.
Yeah, some of the girls I've seen on your show, look, your show has a lot of beautiful women on it. And a lot of cool women on it. So I'm not going to insult the standard of women on the show, but you've been catfished a few times, and a couple of times, when you got these grotesque looking women sitting there being like, oh, I need a sugar daddy who pays me $10,000 a month. There's now a premium on fat ugly pussy. Like, seriously? Because again, it's the access. They have access to everybody in the world. That girl would be standing on a street corner in her hometown making $25 an hour. For back in the 1980s, and it's all changed. The thirst dynamic is so much because the hot girls don't exist anymore, and all the simps and all the guys who pay are just hungrier and hungrier than ever before. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that these chubby basic girls who want to argue with you can get $10,000 a month from a sugar daddy, because that guy, although he's paying a girl $10,000 a month, you think that's rich? No, he ain't getting a 10, because the 10s are getting $100,000 a month. So there's a premium on fat, ugly pussy nowadays. So if the only way out of this is to become a high value man and to become the kind of man that women naturally want to be around and want to sleep with, and you don't have to be a simp in the first place. That's the only way out of this mess.
Well said.
Facts. Hey,
Yeah.
That's facts.
Yeah, on God.
Yeah, that's the only way out. Because at the end of the
I
day,
agree with everything. Like, literally every single point I agree with. Because, and I see why he had to rope the pasta. I said pasta. Must be hungry or something. How he wrote that prostitution into it, because that was literally prostitution was the lowest level a guy could go to. Right. Now that level does this, so it's this neutrality level, and now it just kind of messed the scales up because it has other women on higher plateaus than
they should be.
Like, they are actually worth, like he said, like, you $10K a month, you would have been lucky making 40 on your street corner back in the day. So, like, you can't go into it with the mindset that, okay, I'm the baddest. Oh, I got an OnlyFans. Now I'm exclusive. It's like, no, okay, what do you want? Like, what do you want with your future? Because if you're an OnlyFans girl, I'm speaking for a vast majority of men, they're not going to wife you up.
No.
That's everybody's. So that's an L right there. So you literally, it's a grace period, depending on how popular you got, when you're going to have to come out of that, wait a little while. When I say a little while, like what, 3 to 5 years on the light end?
Right.
And then you might be wife upable because people have forgotten about what happened there and what transpired.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you got to think about your future and how because when you're in a relationship, the choices you make aren't just your own. And no guy wants a girl that's been, like, ran through. I said it on an earlier podcast we dropped. Dudes are concerned with the woman's past and women are concerned with a man with a future.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a man with a future with a jacked up past or present, because your present becomes your past. Like, if right now I scratch my arm, 2 seconds later, that's in the past. So you just got to think about how your present is affecting your past, because that ain't cute.
All right. Hey, man, everything that man said, I totally agree with, because the dating market is screwed up. And for young men, it's really screwed up. Like, we are in a bad place. There's only one place for us to be, and that's at the top, for us to be able to enjoy actual high-value women. So, with that being said, man, y'all, if y'all want to catch that regular link, y'all make sure y'all get in that description box below. Like this channel right here, man. Let's run that thing up. Subscribe to this channel, please. And for all my skate lovers out there,
there you go.
Comment
There
skate.
you go.
Comment skate 2022 down in the comment section below. And subscribe to this channel to enter in to win yourself a free pair of skates. If you like skating. If you don't like skating, get it for your kids. Get it for a friend that do like skating. But we here for it. At the end of the day, man, we love that y'all came here. Shout out to Marcus Maxey on the other side. Thomas Ray's on this side. Marcus, you got anything else?
Chill. Nah, that's all, Playboy.
Well, you got Marcus Maxey over there. Thomas Ray's right here. And that was another reaction video. Until next time.
Yeah.